Hey, this is Gaswork Explorer, and as discussed in the last video, we are going to pot this beautiful ficus shriveriana, which I had sitting in the bag in a bowl of this moss for over a month since I bought it, because I didn't have a chance. Literally had no time for anything. So if I left it a little bit longer, would have a problem, because it kind of started rotting here, because it was in a plastic bag in the moss, and I just kept adding water, and you know, moss just retained it so much in the bag without moisture being able to escape. So it's okay, like I got rid of the part of the bark that was getting soft. I found one more here. That's just where there were leaves there before, and when they were taken off, moisture got trapped in that area. So right now I'm gonna show you. I'm scrubbing off. Can you see? Maybe if I change. I'm just scrubbing off the soft tissue, doing it gently because I don't want to damage the healthy tissue under it, and I also don't want to keep this because I don't want this soft bark retaining any moisture when I'm watering the plant. Right, so I think other than that, we are good. Sorry, I can't see that. My gloves look so weird there. Not gloves, it's just the sleeves, but anyway. The roots look healthy. The plant looks healthy. So that was a close one, but we're good now. Now I'm gonna show you how I started now planting. All my plants are now being planted this same way. I discovered they love it so much. They're just so much more healthier when you follow these couple of steps. So first, I'm going to take these clay pebbles and this pot with holes, and I'm gonna put in clay pebbles and it's about that much. So let's say an inch and a half of clay pebbles. What they do is, if you ever have any water that is sitting, you know, in the pot, say this, if this plastic pot was in a ceramic pot, there might be sometimes some water gathering at the bottom. And what this does, obviously, it doesn't let water saturate the soil, but still it maintains that humidity at the bottom for the roots. And I have done it with a few plants, and when I was repotting them, the root system looks so healthy. They just, you know, they love the moisture, they get wrapped up in there, but they don't rot. This is just perfect solution for, as I said, I do it for all my plants. And what I'm going to use for this ficus, and this is not a recommendation because this is my first time trying this soil. I did some research, and I'm getting actually, like, there are some of them that are saying that some articles recommending loamy soil for ficus. Others are saying that it's, you know, it should be like a lot of bark and it's epiphytic. So I decided to try the loamy soil because all my other ficuses, they grow like a normal, yeah, like with some bark and whatever, and they're okay. It's just they're not, you know, they are not growing wild, let's put it this way. They're just okay, they're just happy, and maybe that's all you can get from growing ficuses indoors. And I know that lerata can be like, I have a huge lerata at the back there. They can be quite difficult sometimes, and I did nearly have some issues because I moved it to the back of the room and there is no enough light for it. And yeah, I had this beautiful lerata bambino, like a bunch of them growing, and when I moved them, they died so quickly. You just, you know, it just was like that. So I decided to try this new soil. I'm gonna show you what it is. Here is the soil that I'm going to try. I'm going to put the links in the video, in the comments, so you can have a look. And it says that it helps root development for young plants, contains 14 vital vitamins, and perfect for all types of young plants, cuttings, seedlings. So, right, so it's traditional mix of loam, peat, grit, and fertilizer. So, yeah, I don't know, I don't have that, I don't have any, so this soil, what it says here, it's a traditional mix of loam, peat, grit, and fertilizer. So I've never used loamy soil. I have been trying to stay away from peat because I found that it retains so much moisture that I don't know if it was my fault or whatever, but the mixes, potting mixes that contained peat, I nearly killed a lot of my plants. I actually killed a couple of my plants, and I managed to save some when I moved them to different potting mix. And yeah, so I'm not a big fan of peat. I know that it can be really good for your plants, but when growing indoors, I think it can be quite challenging to get the moisture right. Yeah, so we will do that now. Oh, by the way, we're gonna check pH of the soil as well. I did it before, like I made a hole in the bag and checked it. So it should be good for pH wise, it should be good for this ficus. So just checking, I'm using this to check the soil acidity, and it is slightly above 7, so it's alkaline soil. finally he is potted. And I hope he's gonna be happy in the soil.